everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Automation Testing Online. In today's video, we are going to learn about keyboard actions and Playwright. Keyboard activities are very important in automation testing, especially when we need to press keys like Enter, Tab, or Escape. I'll show you how to perform these keyboard actions using Playwright along with real-time examples. So let's get started. So I have opened the Playwright documentation about keyboard. Here they have given few examples. I'll show you how do we automate in Visual Studio Code. So I have already created a test case, keyboard test. The first step is to enter the URL. So it's awaitpage.code2. Let's give the Google URL. Now I'm going to give the XPath awaitpage.locator, and the XPath is going to be input name. I already know that name is equal to Q. So that's actually the XPath here for the search bar. And then the next step is await page dot keyboard dot type. Instead of playwright testing, I'm going to give here, let's say, birds. And then I'm going to press enter. Await page dot keyboard, press enter. Okay, let's go to the terminal and see if this is working. I'm going to give on headed mode so that we'll know what actually happens. The test case has passed. I will give here await page dot pause so that you'll know. It will pause here so that you'll know what actually happened here, because it's happening in a fraction of seconds. So I think this would work. All right. Since I gave page dot pause, it just paused over here. Mhm. Now we will look into another example. Here, the word birds has to be highlighted. So in my keyboard, I'm going to press Ctrl and A. I have manually pressed Ctrl and A so that the birds is selected, and then I'm going to press backspace. So let us see how to automate this. I will just comment this enter. Now I'm going to give await page dot keyboard, and then I'm going to give dot press, and it's going to be Control A. We have something called meta plus A, or we could also give Control A. Okay, I think Control A would be better because that's what we are manually doing in the keyboard. And then the next step is to press backspace. Okay, I'm not going to remove the await page dot pause. Let's see if this is working. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I've given the wrong command. It's test keyboard. Okay, now this should work. Did you just notice that I will execute this again because it was so fast. I will execute this again. Observe this carefully that first the birds will be highlighted and then backspace. Okay. Now let us try the example which they have given in the documentation. Okay, let's just try the keyboard dot downshift, and then we'll try giving this for loop example. So what does the keyboard dot down of shift actually do? It presses and holds down the shift key on the keyboard, just like you would physically hold shift on your keyboard, right? So that's what keyboard down performs. And then we have to give keyboard dot up to release the shift key. Let's try this out. I'm just going to comment this. So here, first I'm going to give await page dot keyboard dot down. Okay, down, and here I'm going to give, and remember that it is case sensitive, so you have to give capital S. Okay, and then the next step is await page dot keyboard dot press. I'm going to press arrow left. So why am I giving here arrow left? Because arrow left is like pressing the left arrow key on the keyboard, like we do manually. So coming here, I wanted to select each letter one by one, and then the whole words has to be highlighted. This is what I'm going to perform. So for that purpose, I'm going to use arrow left. And one thing is, arrow left cannot highlight the entire word. It just it just moves the cursor one character to the left. That's how it works. So for that purpose, I'm going to use for loop. Birds has 5 letters, so I'm going to give for let I equal to 0, and then I less than 5. Like I said, birds has 5 letters, so I'm going to give I less than 5, and then I plus plus, and then await page dot keyboard dot press. So this should actually, I'm removing this, so it should come inside the for loop so that it works on every letter. And then the next step is await page dot keyboard dot up shift. Why we are giving up? Up means to release the shift key. Earlier when we gave down, we are holding the shift key, and then for each letter the cursor moves to the left, highlighting the whole word, and then it comes to up, so the shift key will be released. Okay, let me execute this and let's see what is happening. Let me try this again. Okay, I think you might have noticed that the birds was highlighted, and then as soon as I gave here keyboard dot up, the shift key was released. That's what actually happened here. I hope you have understood how to automate the keyboard functions. In my next video, we will meet up with a new topic. Until then, keep learning and happy testing. Bye.